So we have a few weeks left in Cape Town before setting sail again, and we are crossing the Atlantic Ocean this season, which is really exciting. Cape Town, we are here right now. We probably spend a little bit of time in Namibia, cross over to St. Helena. Heard a lot of cool things about this place. A little island out in the middle of nowhere with no airport and nothing. So that's going to be really cool. And then we're crossing over to Brazil.
Represent Solomon Island people say we people start originally from our homeland. Like my old man say, there's nothing impossible. So we have to bring this message to my brother lyrical. Straight from the crew, out to the blue. We represent the voices of my ancestors calling. And I was getting more semi-culture.
Previously on Delos, we continue exploring Cape Town. Miss England joins the crew, and Lisa flies in from Austria.
I think this season is going to be a little bit more chill, I guess, than last season, like sailing wise, which I kind of look forward to. And we're also going to get closer to the Caribbean this year, which is really cool. And I guess one other thing that we're starting to do now is just looking at what people we want to bring. We also started talking to a girl, Alex, which seems really cool, and we're gonna talk to her tonight, so it's exciting to see who she is and kind of what she want to do. And yeah, I think it would be awesome just talking like his new crew and new season. Like, it's exciting, even though I'm not sure really if I'm ready to leave Cape Town, but we'll still have a few weeks left, so it will be awesome. But talking to Alex soon over Facebook, I think Brian set it up, so see how that goes.
Hey, you're in the snow again.
Hi!
Yes, this is the hammock that I'm in right now.
Wow.
That's pretty sweet, man.
Very cool. So we have a little proposition for you. We were wondering if you're open to. We like your vibe and your style, and you know, it just seems like you could be a good match. And we wanna see like if you'd like to sail with us for a little while, hang out and do some filming and chill for a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good plan.
This is so surreal.
That's a lot, I know.
A lot to take in.
We'll just give you a moment to absorb that. Do come, your flight would be from wherever you are to Cape Town, and that's
okay.
it.
Okay, yeah.
Like, how? Yes, I'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
She was like,
We're like, what the fuck?
I never expected Delos to even read my email. I never expected them to invite me to come sailing, and I definitely never expected to be flying halfway across the world to meet up with strangers who I'd only just seen on the internet. But here I was, traveling the furthest from home I'd ever been, starting a new journey, and jumping into the unknown.
so we're in the airport again, and I actually think Alex just came out of the gate. The guys went a little bit before me, and here she is. The last crew for the season is here. How are you? Good, how are you?
I mean,
Awesome, that was pretty fast.
yeah, it was good. It was quick getting out of the airport, but it was like I left California 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time in the airport.
Fuck, long trip, eh?
Oh, real hot.
The biggest hug, the first of many.
Okay, it's finally real.
The last of the girl crew.
Yes! Go crew!
Let's do this.
Shall we go?
Yes, let's do it.
It was fast now. I know. How does it feel?
Pretty much just in awe right now, actually. I don't know how to feel, but it definitely finally feels real, so
Awesome.
stoked.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Our next few weeks spent in South Africa were pretty unreal. Knowing that we were about to be at sea for a solid couple of months, we decided to take full advantage of being on land and have as much fun as we possibly could. Getting to know the crew was proving to be pretty entertaining. It's kind of crazy to move in with 5 other people from all over the world that you know nothing about. But I could tell right away that we were going to have a good time on this adventure together.
Ooh.
The sites we visited in South Africa were incredibly beautiful, but I also really appreciated that the crew was keen on venturing off the beaten path to see another side of the country.
January 15th.
First time since January 15th. Shit. That's cray-cray.
That's cray-cray. If you ever use that word again, Karen.
I like cray-cray.
Jesus.
So we are up super early this morning. Everybody is up. Morning! Yes.
Morning. We're gonna head over to the dock and try and get the generator in.
Exciting.
Yes. Last season, our good old trusty genset decided to call it quits. I spent a few days tearing into the wiring and doing my best to troubleshoot the problem. But I just didn't have the right tools or expertise. It was time to call on the experts. And the prognosis wasn't good.
The main coils had failed. 17 years of hard use in salty air had taken its toll. After weighing our options, we decided a new unit was a better choice than bolting new parts to an aging engine.
So far so good, eh?
Yeah, we got that one out without breaking anything, so that's good. Now we've got to get this old dirty pan out, and then we'll clean up, and then the new one will come in, we'll drill some new holes, and then Rudy's going to bolt all this shit together, and we'll roll out.
Alright, we're gonna tag the crane truck. Alright. You want another one in front too?
Karen, you look like you're going bowling. The Cummins bowling team.
It's gonna be fine, so fine, so fine.
Alright, so it's in. It's sitting in there anyway, it's not bolted down, but I think the plan now is, because the tide is really dropping off this wall and it's sort of big tides right now, we're gonna go back over to the dock where we normally live, and that way we have plenty of time to hook up all the pipes and test them and everything. Pretty quiet, huh?
That's amazing, huh?
Cranked right up. That's okay. Sweet, man. Smooth, awesome.
Woo! Exciting!
Quiet, eh?
We didn't know it at the time, but today was gonna turn into a very unique day. We just got an email from our good friend Bean on SV Totem, telling us about an Australian single-hander named Lisa Blair, who had spent the past 11 weeks solo circumnavigating Antarctica. Her mission was not only to become the first female to accomplish this, but to raise awareness about climate change along the way.
Welcome to Cape Town.
Welcome to South Africa, Lisa.
900 miles south of Cape Town in the roaring 40s, Lisa was dismasted and had to build a jury rig to get her safely into Cape Town for repairs. She hadn't seen people in over 80 days.
How are you feeling right now, man? Are you feeling tired or what?
I'm alright actually. I had not much sleep last night, but I had like 6 container ships coming at me at one stage.
Oh shit.
I'm just too excited.
Yeah. Have you been to Cape Town before?
Days at sea, and this is the first time I touched land, so
Shit.
I'm just glad to be talking to people.
Yeah, I was wondering if you'd be like, go away.
We were super inspired by Lisa's story, and once she made it to land safely and had a rest, we asked if we could sit down and do a Facebook Live event to get the full scoop on what her crazy story was.
It's not something that you like wake up one day and go, hey, let's sail around Antarctica. This is going to be fun. No females ever done it, and 2 guys have previously done it. And to put that in perspective, 3,500 people have climbed Mount Everest, and 12 people have landed on the moon. So it's still one of those really unique projects that's kind of an untouched element in the sailing community. It was also a great parallel trip for the message of climate action now, given that our global warming and climate change is affecting Antarctica so greatly, and it makes my trip more dangerous every year. I left on the 22nd of January from Albany and sailed south to 45 degrees south, and then circumnavigated between 45 and 60 south. So it's just the very, very last bit of the trip left to go.
And what happens?
My bloody rig came down. I was in 40 knots of wind with 7 to 9 meter swell. So it was considered like strong winds and obviously very rough conditions. And I just heard a bang, like it wasn't a grind or a snap, it was just a bang. I could just see the rig was there, but it was like the bottom sort of 10 meters or 5 meters of the rig was just wobbles, like, and It was just
like
doing these ones.
Worst night.
And then I was just turning to climb outside the hatch, and I just heard it go. And I don't know if anyone's ever heard, like at a car yard, the crushing metal when they compact cars. That real grindy, that's what it sounds like. And it's the most horrendous noise I've ever heard, and it will probably forever haunt me. The whole boat sort of pivoted itself around as the mast became like a drogue and sat me to windward. So then beam onto the swell, and the boat's doing these ones, and every time it lurched up, the mast would like seesaw on the deck, and it was starting to cut a hole into the deck of the boat. Yeah, and then I had to figure out how to free the mast, and obviously it's a big boat, so if I did it the wrong way or I did it out of sequence, the mast would have fallen off the deck and pierced the boat. So it was like it took me 4 hours in the middle of the night in the cold wet, with totally drenched to the bone, and I had to climb out on the prodder at one point, which is the black pointy thing at the very front of the boat. And to do that, I had to climb outside the rails. So I had to like try and climb out of there with breaking waves coming and knocking the boat, pushing it. And I remember calling my shore crew and just being like, if I don't call you back in half an hour, I'm probably not on the boat. So yeah, just went through all of that. So it was a pretty big night.
Normal. Both. So we've got Poogate number 2. It's a number 2 scenario.
The English girl was back here, and then I don't know what she did. But she comes out and said, "Oh, I wouldn't bother with that thing if I were you." I don't know what happened.
Yeah, actually, I'm trying to bring up good mood in this situation and play some Disney songs.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shit situation, isn't it, Bri?
Yeah, but just whistle while you work, and everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
There it is.
Wait, show it.
That is not my hair. And look, it's wrapped around the whole shaft and everything.
That's honestly not my hair, bro. That's disgusting.
Your hair!
My hair's not even that long.
But why would I shit out a bunch of hair? I'm not a cat. I've never ever done that. Mate, I promise you, you can pull that hair and it's not going to be as long as mine, I promise you.
It's not my fault.
It's not my hair. Oh, there's poo on that, mate. Yeah, but I promise, mate, I would tell you if I did, but I didn't.
Oh. So today the cockpit smells like vile feces mixed with death, because the grey water tank, the pump is not stopped working, so we have a few different issues and it's absolutely disgusting. My nails are just like filled with poo and stuff. What's going on today, Brian?
The worst possible job one could ever do on this boat.
It's even worse than the toilet, huh?
It's so disgusting. It's the grey water tank where all the sinks and showers go into.
Oh,
and
it smells so bad.
It's fucking awful, to be honest.
It's really stinky. You have some in your face.
Yeah, I'm sure I do.
With only a few weeks at the dock remaining, we were super busy getting Delos shipshape before heading to sea. Our trusty dive compressor was in desperate need of a fresh coat of paint. The outboard engine on Maggie needed to be serviced for the season. Even the engine room blowers needed some TLC.
So the boat project for today is back step. So the back step we fixed in Australia, and that was like 5 years ago now. So it's cracked again, and now we have to take it off, and then we have to try to fiberglass and fix and paint it. So we're making progress. Nice. Here it comes.
Almost lost it.
Good that I didn't do that. It's heavy.
So we'll get those cracks and stuff all filled, a fresh little layer of glass, and she'll look nice for another 4 to 5 years until I bash it into something again. So we're trying to figure out how much this stuff weighs.
Yes.
Like you haven't done that
Alright.
This is super exciting because our alcohol is here. So, because we're at the dock, it's so awesome. We just order all our liquor and the wine and the beer and everything online. And like 2 days, it gets delivered to the marina, which is just mind-blowing. Thanks to all the amazing people that have donated so much by us beers.
That's a survival fund.
Yeah, I mean that's the reason why we can buy all of this alcohol. So it's super cool.
This is making this England very happy right now. You got her, buddy.
Lots of wine.
Cadet.
Cape blend. Back it up. Back it up. What do we got going on here?
We have wine, we have beer, we have some liquor. Basically, a lot of good things of everything.
A lot of good red wine.
Yeah.
There it goes. On the way. Don't use your muscles, Brady.
Yeah.
What's up, Captain Ron?
What's up, bye? Just getting my gear on. Make sure I don't hurt myself.
Alright, he's ready for us. Okay. So we kind of felt like Brian didn't have enough captain gear, so we went and got him a little something, and we're gonna give it to him now.
What's this? You're gonna take your shirt off.
Okay.
Probably should take your pants off too, but I'll let you make that decision. This gets put on.
What is this?
Oh, he's taking his pants off. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Is this like a winter?
No, it's a
Oh, whoa.
You got your stripes, man.
Oh my god, you look so
man.
Oh, it's like watching Black. Yes! Karen, those lap dances are going to become a whole lot more interesting.
Yay! Here we go. And the last touch.
Oh, yeah.
Does it fit? Oh yeah, it fits.
Mate, you look like a stripper.
Look like.
Hello, everybody. I'm about to take you across an ocean.
Are you turned on or what, Karen?
Oh, look at
I
the
like it.
shimmy.
You like it, Karen?
I'm like speechless, you know, I'm not.
Yeah.
It's intense.
Yo, I'm around.
Oh, thank you. Come on, give me a hug.
Oh, the shimmy hug.
Flasher robes.
It is.
Oh.
No. Thank you.
You take a look at yourself. How good you look.
Yeah. Wow. I've come a long way, I can tell you that.
Get your shots, queens. Got something the lady queen. There's a lot of love, there's a lot of pride, there's a lot of
handmade flags.
Handmade flag out of the shower curtain.
I believe we're ready. Okay, go for a hoist. It's a long-standing Delos tradition to fly crew flags off of our port spreader. The USA and Sweden flags have been up for a while. Now it was time to add England and Austria.
What are we up to?
We waited to the last minute to sort out our Brazilian visas. I don't know why. We thought it would be super easy. You just go online, fill out a form, and you get it. But we have to go get passport photos taken, of course, and then we got to go to the Brazilian embassy, and we got to submit our passport, and then they have to put the visa in it. And so we've got our official shirts on because people like them.
They look official. Brady's got stripes.
I got stripes.
I need to get some stripes.
We've got pants on.
Shoes. I'm not wearing socks though.
Me neither.
Once we got our Brazilian visas sorted, we had a couple more odds and ends to finish up before setting sail out of Cape Town.
Hemoglobin disease found in tropical regions of Africa and the Americas.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Brian.
Brian. Hi.
To be allowed into Brazil, all the crew had to be up to date with their rabies, yellow fever, and typhoid vaccinations.
Oh, didn't even phase her. Ninja Beast strikes again.
She's tough.
One needs to get you a nail brush,
Oh,
Brian.
Alex is pro too, huh?
Easy peasy.
Is that the rabies one?
Yes, okay, so
Should we have
babies?
Can I do that one?
Is that okay?
Sure.
Yeah. No.
There we go.
Nice. That was good.
Dissolve the powder.
You need
there.
to wash your hands, bro.
I was gonna go then, I thought, okay, here we go.
Dirt under nails.
Spray, spray.
That's just engine
Just
grease.
engine grease. It's good for
It's
you.
perfectly sanitary. It's so disgusting. It's the grey water tank where all the sinks and showers go into.
Oh,
And it's
smells so bad.
it's fucking awful.
We're a little bit further over the
Yeah,
side.
okay,
There we
right
go.
there.
That looks
Yeah.
really sanitary. Ooh.
That was very nice.
And a final task before officially leaving South Africa was to be cleared out by customs.
I think the harder you press it, the better it works, hey?
Mm-hmm. This is my man Toomey. He's just come by tonight because he's from customs and he's the last step before we leave Cape Town. After he gives us his blessing, then like whoosh, we're out sailing.
Just came here to see my captain and my friend on this vessel in Delos. Like I'm looking at these.
Yeah.
It's the wall of shame / fame.
Be careful where you look, Tony.
Yo, one time. Oh.
That was a
time,
pose,
man. I like your vibe, guys. Honestly, I like your vibe, man.
Okay.
I'm easy like that.
That's a good photo, man.
Yeah, man.
Styling.
One time. Cha.
Oh, yeah.
Cha. Cha. No, one time, man. I like my photo. Okay, cool. I'm gonna post all of these things. So which one do you think is gonna suit me?
This one.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, that one makes you look more like a badass.
Yeah. Just for that caption.
Just for you.
Nice, man. Delos.
There you go,
SV.
bro.
Delos.
That's the one.
Sailing yacht. Delos. One time.
Oh.
Next step on Delos, the crew takes off from Cape Town and sets sail towards Namibia. We encounter some creepy fog along the skeleton coast, and our radar malfunctions just outside of Luderitz.
Okay, go.
I put you in the wrong throat.
The wrong throat.
Like it? I like it a lot.
Feel it. Hope you remember your bowlins, otherwise you're gonna look really silly.
Yeah.
And then what? You move it.
Boom. Boom.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel kind of at least 70% more sexy with the hat.
You're definitely more efficient.
I mean, it's like, okay, you're in good hands with me. We're gonna go starboard side and across the bow and the stern with the
With the bow and knots.
yes, with
Anchors
the
away. 3
whippersnapper,
sheets to the wind.
yellow-livered, yellow-bellied sailors and shit.